Welcome to the training for Pay for Performance for supervisors and managers. First of all, congratulations for those who have earned and qualified to become supervisors and managers in your respective fields. This is a training in a very broad subject that will fit in any company, corporation, or field. Pay for Performance is not just a pay practice, but how we distinguish and reward our employees. For many, this might be a refresher, but nevertheless a great reminder how to become a strong leader and help your employers along the way. To first understand pay for performance, we must know what merit pay is. Merit pay programs assume that employees' compensation over the time should be determined at least in part by differences in job performance. Employees earn permanent merit increases based on their performance. The rewards are given to employees based on their efforts or results in their job. Merit pay motivates future performances as well as help employers retain valued employees. Some facts on merit pay are: it is the most common use of compensation method in the United States. 72% of companies indicate that they use a rating system with a performance score that is tied to the pay increases. In order to be successful, employers must know what their efforts in the meeting production quota or quality standards will lead them to a pay raise. The requirement must be realistic, and the employee must have the skills and ability to meet the job goals. For supervisors, in order to pay for performance to work, first of all, how to achieve, retain, and motivate employees. First, expectations. You must give your employee expectations that they must follow. From there, you're going to evaluate how they've done throughout the process, and then from there, see your decision on their overall performance. Do you believe they deserve to have a increase in their pay, or what are the measures they need to take in order for them to progress in their job and overall in the whole company? It is vital for companies to establish internal consistent compensation systems. So here goes supervisors and managers. You must create objective performance measures for your employees. The job description, not the duties, what is required for them, and then the relative importance of their job in the company. They want to know and they want to feel as they're doing something now that they deserve to be there. Um, this approach will help you reduce arbitrary decisions when it comes down to merit increases, since you are clarifying the standards against which employee performance is judged. So they have a clear understanding they're gonna earn it because they've been doing their job right, or everything's already been laid down so they know what is required for them. For pay for performance to work, communication is key. Employee must clearly understand what they need to do in order to receive a merit increase, and the reward they will receive with his or her performance. Open communication helps an employee develop reasonable expectations and encourages him or her to trust the system and those who operate it. Like we know, since we're younger, no question is a stupid question. In order for you to survive and know what you're doing right, you must ask questions. Supervisors, one-on-ones would be great. Pull them to the side if you have any questions. Just come up and have an open door policy. That's the only way for your employees to kind of feel comfortable. And like I said, communication is the only way for them to kind of know where they're doing it right. Because at the end of the day, sometimes we feel like we're not even doing our own jobs right. And by asking questions, that's the only way to kind of know if we're doing something okay, or what can we do to help us, or and just performance overall. That's the only way to get through it. And then, like I said, any questions, it's a good question. Establish effective appraisals. During performance appraisal meetings with employees, this goes to my supervisors and managers. It is vital for you to discuss goals for the future performance and employee career plans. When performance lacks are evident, you, the supervisor, must work together with the employee to identify possible causes and develop an action plan to remediate these deficiencies. One of your main guidelines can be listed on the performance standards on your job description for establishing performance targets. Because formal performance appraisals are conducted periodically, as supervisors, you must empower your employees to make performance self-appraisals between formal sessions. You must take the role of the coach and keep empowering your employees. This is a great way to keep your employees motivated and feel like they're doing the job right. You're like the coach, the ones that they look up to. As a coach, supervisors must ensure that their employees have access to the resources necessary to perform their jobs. Like I said, always be there asking them, hey, do you need anything? What can I help? What do you need for you to perform the job better? Supervisors, as you being their coach, should help employees interpret and respond to the work problems as they develop. Teach them that they can fix their own problems. Help them instead of people getting involved or making things a longer process. Is help them to get their problems fixed on their own. Before they get anyone involved or wasting time. By doing this, it will lead to a more self-corrective action rather than reactive courses of action to supervisors' feedback and owing to the criticism addressed in the performance appraisal meetings. Differentiate among performers. Paper performance merit increases should consist of meaningful increments. One of the biggest issues we find with paper performance is when employees do not see a significant distinction between the top performers and the poor performers, which can lead for top performers to become more frustrated and reduce their level of performance. Tying back how we talked about merit increases should consist of meaningful increments, it's when it goes to show when you want to get you want to get recognition and you want to get paid, and if you get paid the same amount as someone that just half the work that you do, or it just isn't fair. So the increments must be meaningful for your employees. They must know that, okay, if I work this hard, I'll get this pay compared to this person that works less than me. And then, so like I said, it's an easier way for you to work hard and feel like you're actually doing part of your job. And like I said, it just goes to show for better top performers versus poor performers that when companies' merit increases don't clearly reflect differences in actual job performance, they may need to provide other forms of rewards such as employee benefits, additional vacations, or higher discounts on company products. Supervisors, this will be a great way for you to reward your employees by like I say, they're from part-time to full-time, like bumping them up to being full-time, and for you allowing them to get benefits. Say you get to know, for example, John that does accounting. Say he's been talking about wanting to go on vacation with his wife, and they want to go to Monterey. This is a great way to, here's extra vacation, or here you go on the company. We since you've been working hard, we booked you a weekend getaway to Monterey, for example, or just in general, giving your employees discount on the company products. Say, they're doing a good job, or they're going out of the way and actually, doing better for themselves and for the company without your supervision. That's also another great way to do. Lastly, key for pay for performance. Supervisor, employees should know how they are performing at work. Give feedback as much as possible, and don't wait till weekly meetings or conference calls. I said you need to know, let them know, because half the time they might be maybe they might be questioning if they're even doing good in their job. Like I said, you should always kind of give them feedback, or say great job on doing this, or recognition on anything they do that that's kind of that goes out of the way, and then doing more for themselves. You should allow your employees to ask questions. Like I said, open door policy. That's the main way for them to kind of just also know how they're doing with their job. If they have any concerns, discuss with your employees how they can improve. Once again, employees should always know how they stand with their performance. Remember, always like at least spend 2 minutes with them on one-on-one meetings, discuss how one thing they're doing well, or one thing they can improve. And remember that feedback is always it's good for them. That's the way they're gonna improve in their job. Once again, tying feedback, it's a good thing. You're helping your employee by providing constructive feedback that will help them be successful in the long run. With that being said, thank you for your time. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Supervisors, best luck in your new ventures. Like I said, help your employees so they could be beneficial and they could do best at their job. Once again, thank you so much. Have a great day.